Your heart's up against the wall, your umbrella when it's raining. You only
What was
love
the first song on this album that you wrote?
Wedding Dress.
How long ago?
3-4 years.
And is that a song you hold with intention of at some point putting on an album or project, or you just write it and go, I don't know what's going to happen, let's just see?
The story of Wedding Dress is really interesting because I had posted the bridge and the chorus years ago, and it's gone viral since then. And truthfully, it doesn't really fit the theme of the rest of the album. Like, there's some heartbreak songs on the album, but none of them are truly like, I'm devastated, I'm never going to get...
I hate seeing small creators that stop posting. And I'm talking small, like under 10K, under 5K even, under 3K. And you find their content, you're like, man, like, I really like their content. You see them post, you see them grow, but then they just, you can tell they kind of burn out. They slowly start posting less and less, and they just give it up. And it's like, man, your content was good.
She's got something I can't figure out, that everybody's talking about.
His friend said bring one more, another bad one. You already know for sure. His friend said bring one more, another bad one. You already know.
We have some news right now. The Earth is about to experience the largest solar storm in over 20 years. NOAA has announced that the sun has released a solar flare that is going to be the largest solar storm impacted by Earth in 20 years, since 2003. It's an S4.
Come on, three more.
I gained almost 40,000 followers in the span of like 2 or 3 months. And here's some things that I learned.
This may be controversial, but creating a viral cult-like audience is a lot easier than you think.
So you're telling me you want to go from this to that?
Like a shot of whiskey, burning, going down. Come on! Chasing you like those goodbye taillights. Anywhere, there's no town. Chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon. Chasing that you and me, honestly, I really mean.
Dude, how much have you made on...
You know, it would make a perfect gift for Christmas. Just saying. You know, it would make a perfect...
If you think you're pretty, take a picture on TikTok and see what sound it chooses. Ooh!
I ain't gay, but I do gay stuff. Like fucking dudes in the back of my truck. A little less slack don't mean I'm queer. And I say, good girl, got her mind right. She been raised right, being patient, I know.
God, here she comes with that damn camera again.
Really escalating. So over the weekend, there was a bunch of back and forth between President Trump, the Europeans, and our NATO allies. And then there were more tariff threats, and I'm going to get to all of that. But first, there's this fascinating exchange that sheds more light on why President Trump has insisted the United States must own Greenland. And this isn't made up. It's not fake. The Prime Minister of Norway confirmed today the words Trump texted, and I'm going to share with you, are real. In this statement, Norway's prime minister say he and the president of Finland were texting with President Trump just yesterday. They wanted to tell Trump that they do not like his plan to add another 10% tariff on any country, friend or foe, that opposes his plan to take Greenland away from Denmark. Trump said those tariffs will take effect on February 1st, and then he said, if the opposition continues and there is still no deal for the U.S. to have Greenland by June 1st, that tariff would increase again to 25%. Trump responded to the text by saying to Norway, Considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although it will always be predominant, but can now think about what is good and proper for the United States of America. Denmark cannot protect that land from Russia or China, and why do they have a right of ownership anyway? There are no written documents, it's only that a boat landed there hundreds of years ago. But we had boats landing there also. I have done more for NATO than any other person since its founding, and now NATO should do something for the United States. The world is not secure unless we have complete and total control of Greenland. Thank you, ! President DJT. Okay, there's a lot in there, but I want to point to the most striking part of this message. Clearly written in black and white about why Trump is doing this. He straight up said to the leader of Norway, your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize, so Trump said he no longer feels an obligation to think purely of peace.
I started posting on TikTok every single day in March of 2025, and I've amassed a few 100 million views, and the one rule...
There's a dude that posts 100 videos a day.
You think you can hurt me? I got 35 views on a TikTok I thought would blow up. You can't hurt me. You think you can hurt me? I got 35 views on a TikTok I thought would blow up.
Don't make me wish I didn't get dressed up. Let you take me out. Wreck your bed, make you all I'm talking about. Consider this a warning. You've got one shot to listen. I think I'm falling. Don't make.
Fernando, if you could have any artist perform at halftime, who would it be?
If I was a fan, I would say there's a lot of different, performances I would want. However, as a player, personally, I don't really like halftime performances because it usually gives a longer halftime and more anticipation going into the second half. And you don't want to kind of think yourselves too much in the second half game plan. You want to make the adjustments, go and execute. I mean, there's so many different artists, especially in Miami. There's so many different. It's such a cultural melting pot. There's so many different. So I mean, I really give it up to the fans and whoever wants, the fans. I don't know if there's going to be halftime performances, but I like halftime short and sweet so you can get back to playing football.
Fernando, if you could.
My name is Nate. I died last week, and a lot of people have asked me what I saw, and I want to tell you. I want to share it with you. I'll probably get emotional, so I'm just going to tell you. I died for over a minute. When I died, I was transferred instantly to this room, this white room. And I stood up, and then this angel starts walking towards me. And then as he stands in front of me, he says, I know this isn't what you want to hear right now, but you're dead. And we need to talk about some things. So instantly this book appears in front of him, and he starts listing every single thing I've done in my life, every single minute, things I said, things I've done. And then the angel says, you hypocrite, you've cursed his name, you've used his name in vain, you've broken every single commandment, you hypocrite, you were a pastor, you did all these things in my name, yet you still fall so short. Then out of nowhere, God appears, and you can't see his face, he's so radiant, but he was sitting down, and all this stuff was flashing before me, and God and the angel were looking at it, and I knew I was in deep trouble because God was calling me a hypocrite. I kind of was like, oh no, this is bad. And as I was getting ready to be judged, out in the distance I hear stop, and then everything freezes, and then you see this figure walking towards you, and there's huge light on him, and it's a light that we can't even describe. The colors in heaven, they don't even have a name. It's colors that we've never seen. And I'm standing there, and I hear stop, and this figure starts walking towards me, and I see a glow, and then I see a robe, and the bottom of it has gold, and he's walking towards me, and I start seeing the nail holes, and I'm like, oh Jesus. And he says, stop, he's one of mine. And then God the Father and the angel looked at each other, and Jesus said, I'm all he has. I'm all he has. When he needed me most, I was the one he was crying out to. When he needed me, I was there. He has a very hard life of abuse and childhood trauma. But he said, I love him. It's very emotional when you see the Son of God. I fell to my knees and started singing, holy, holy, holy. And then God told me, he goes, okay, my son knows you. Welcome to heaven. Go rest. And it felt so good. I don't know how to explain it. It just felt so peaceful and right. And as Jesus started speaking to me, his voice is so pure, so thunderous, but so warm and loving. I stood up and I said, I want to go with you, Jesus. I don't want to be here anymore. And God said, okay, here's your choice. You can go back, or you can come with my son. And I said, I want to go with Jesus. And Jesus said, no. I know you do and I love you, but it's not your time yet. And he said, no, I want to stay with you. I want to stay here. He said, you can't. I have a message from my people and I need you to give it to them. So I'm sharing my story. Heaven and hell are very real. And God is not playing around with sin. God told me this. Don't use my son's forgiveness as a convenience for your sin. Don't use my son's forgiveness as a convenience for your sin. Basically saying, stop sinning. If you keep sinning and asking for forgiveness, don't keep doing the same sin. Run from it. Run from it. Because God isn't playing, guys. He really isn't. He's a stern, just God, but he's not playing. He's so serious about sin, guys. I've broken every single commandment, and let me tell you what God is so serious about. He's so serious about sexual immorality, same-sex marriage, all this stuff. God is not playing, folks. He is not playing. What it says in the Bible, what's allowed and not allowed, God is not playing with sin, folks. He's not. He's not going to play that game, and he will throw the book at you. When I was there, when God was there, and an angel, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm done for. Calling me a hypocrite. And you know what? He was right.
You can't eat number.
There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. There was.
Friend said bring one more, another bad one. You already know for sure.
Hey, we know you've been searching gym near me.
So let me miss him now. But God, don't let me miss him in a wedding dress.
You say I'll never change, just to go around town some gasoline, just trying to bum a flame, gonna burn the whole place down. And how do you explain?
Whoever thought the Hoosier would be here, but now the Hoosiers are flipping champs. Let's go! Whoever thought the Hoosier would be here, but now the Hoosiers are flipping champs. Let's go!
Dear Luke Combs, this is a video for you.
There we go. There we go.
If he wanted you, he wouldn't be able to help it.
What song are you most excited for them to hear?
What happens when that dream finally...
Hello, Mr. Trump. I'm an ordinary girl from Greenland. I will fight you to the death.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if there is ever a nuclear event, the only thing that you need to do is get indoors, okay? If you can survive the initial blast, the only thing that should be on your mind is get indoors into a basement as far into the ground as possible, and you need to stay there for 72 hours, okay? The radiation dissipates quickly, but you need to stay there for 2 to 3 days, all right? 90% of the radiation goes away after the first 24 hours, but a lot of people die after a nuclear event trying to flee the scene, okay? If you can see the flash, if you can feel the shockwave.
I've been addicted to vaping and nicotine.
Day 28 of asking out Ella Langley. This may be the last day of the mustache because it looks quite atrocious. Ella, if you like the stash, it's your last day to...
So I'm sick of hearing people say I'm just a messenger, don't shoot me.
When you wake up...
What would you do to the Lucky Tour differently with the Cloud9 budget? Oh, wow, that would have been fun.
Great question.
That would have been so fun.
I mean,
There was no budget for it.
no.
I had to splurge and spend all of my saved up money on those damn neon signs.
And I set them up.
And they kept breaking every weekend.
They were in wooden boxes.
What would I have done? Probably confetti for sure, but I probably would have had dancers to like make it like a honky tonk vibe. Because it's fun to line dance to Lucky.
You put it in your mouth and you hear music. This is
Yes. That's the slogan?
It's really easy to use.
Yeah.
I'm going to be really careful. I'm not going to touch the end because you're going to need this.
Okay.
You just pull this out. Okay. Hold this button for 3 seconds, and I'm going to give you some instructions that you've probably never heard and are never going to hear again. Put it in your mouth, and then it's okay to put it against your teeth.
Allie and I are here in beautiful sunny Florida.
If you think you're attractive, let TikTok pick your sound. Okay.
What's up, guys? Fran Mendoza here in the Big Ten Network. The Hoosier Big Ten champs. Who would ever thought? Let's go. What's up?
I made almost $4,000 yesterday.
This is my 9th time trying to make this video. The enemy keeps deleting it. And I know it's him because this message is so powerful. So if you're seeing this by the grace of God, please listen.
What's up, guys? This is Fernando Mendoza here with Dr. Pepper at Kroger, and I'm about to run the 2-minute drill. Ready? Y'all, I thought that it was going to be a home field advantage for Miami, but I don't know, y'all. It's a sea of red. Look at this.
Well, guys, it's been 1 year since we got back together with Trump after taking a break, and there are signs that there still may be problems with the relationship.
When I'm on the beat, they really know who the bro be. Ain't no black saying, get out my chat with that. It ain't no written, need a roadie. I'ma hit you with a block. I ain't capping, man. Hold him in, I'm rapping, man. Y'all really see that I got.
There's a real estate novelist who never had time for a.
Natalie, welcome in.
This is my Fernando Mendoza impression. The Hoosiers are Big Ten champs. How does that sound?
It sounds so beautiful. I want to give all the glory to God. We were never supposed to be in this position, but by the glory of God, great coaches, great teammates, everyone we have around us, we were able to pull this off. We never thought the Hoosiers would be in this position, but now the Hoosiers are flipping champs. Let's go.
This is my Fernando.
You only love me when you're lonely.
I got approved for one.
Don't you get tired of hurting me? I'm tired of hurting me.
I want to describe for people what it is like in Minnesota right now for those who
I can't leave your loving alone. Where you are is where I
Want to prank your friend?
If you're a TikTok Shop affiliate and you're using the daily virals, I want to share with you a feature that I added maybe like a week or two ago.
If you could have any artist perform at the halftime show, who would it be?
My favorite is Rod Wave, so I'd say Rod Wave. That'd be pretty tough.
Give me the Indiana Hoosiers by 1 million.
If you have any of these insurance.
The you, it's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. You say the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you. You say the you. It's all about the you. It's all about the you.
Hey, can we take a photo?
Yeah, sure, man. You want a selfie or?
No. No, can you take a photo of me and my fiance?
Yeah. Oh, you don't want you don't want me in it? Okay.
Yeah, just take a photo of us. Thank you.
No problem. It's perfect.
Hey, can we take a photo?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Y'all, America is not real, because what the fuck is that White House post on TikTok?
Hi, my name is Mark McQuaid, and this might be the last video that I ever make. I've been keeping this from the internet for several years because it happened to me when I was a lot younger, but due to the recent events with my family, they now want to take me down and destroy me, so I'm gonna go ahead and destroy myself and let you guys decide. So, like I said, this is who I am. My name is Mark McQuaid. That's my father's name. I was given the same name. I made a mistake when I was younger, and I'm here to talk to you about it because, you know, this is what a lot of creators get in trouble for, but it's not, let me just fucking explain myself, okay? When I was 17, I started dating a 14-year-old. We went to the same high school, freshman, junior. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't, at the time, we came from a 2,000 person town. It's the second girl I ever dated in my entire life. She turned 15, I turned 18, her dad reported me, and I went and did a year in jail for this. Mind you, this is a high school relationship. Hadn't even got there, I hugged a girl at lunch, type beat, okay? That's where we were at. So I did the year in jail, and the charges got dropped because I didn't fucking do this, okay? More crimes occurred, but they weren't me, and they're not really my business to talk about. But the reason that I had got with her is I was having, you know, family problems at home with my parents. She was having family problems at home with her parents. A lot more things happened, okay? But it's not my crimes, not my business. Anyway, but her father was murdered, and they thought that I did it. So they came and they picked me up, and they held me for another 3 months, and they found out that I didn't do it, and then they let me go. But there is, if when you Google my name, there is some criminal history. You know what I mean? I was not very good at life when I was 18. I really wasn't. I had a job, and I was going to school, and I was homeless because I moved out the day I turned 18 because my parents are fucking monsters. They were great to me up until I was 10, but didn't like me after that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This might be the last video I ever make. I'm ready to take the accountability for my actions. I'm appreciative for everything that I've had, for all the people that have helped, for all the people that follow me, for everybody that's listening to my music. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. If you think less of me now, or if you want to call me a few words now, I can't really stop you, but all I can say is that was when I was a kid. That was when I was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm about to turn 26. My lady is 9 years my senior. She's 9 years older than me now, so but I've got to make this video because my dad wants to come under my comments and make fake accounts and try to attack me, harass me through my phone number. My mom's been horrible to me. It's been evil. It's been a really, really bad couple weeks. So I just wanted to end the bad with just the cherry on top of the cake and